Hello everyone and welcome back to Project Zomboid. You join me here today. Today's mission, I added the other helicopter. It was there for the start, but I got rid of it because I thought that was causing problems, but it wasn't. But it's back. It's the actual attack helicopter with like the big guns and weird ammo types that we've been finding. Or four. But there's two guaranteed spawns. One obviously is the military base out in the middle of the woods, where one of the theories is the Nox event actually originated from. They added a whole underground area to that, but still under development. And wow, these helicopters are very thirsty. I chewed through 1,000 gallons of fuel. We might have to look into refueling that next episode. Maybe put the little baby generator at the gas station that's on the way out of here. But big jump cut. If you open your map, there's a label for like Knox County. That's pretty much right where the thing is. If you follow, and then you'll see a dirt road that kind of just stops. If you follow it, it does eventually turn into a paved road, and you'll meet this gate. This is the beginning to the secret military base. Now, this is where you're supposed to find, besides Louisville, is the highest concentration of zombies to further strengthen the theory of that this is where the Nox event originated from. They're experimenting and it went wrong. And here it is on the map. If you see that dirt road, just follow it. It eventually will turn paved and you will find it. They both lead to the same spot, except left will take you around the back and to like the service entrance. This will take you to the main parking lot. So this is the route I take. Now, remember right here, there is nothing there. We'll come back to that. Maybe I just was too high and it wasn't rendering in. So we lower it down. Ah, there's a trailer for the Humvee. I was wondering what they looked like. Couple standard vanilla vehicles, but okay. And there is an all blacked out Huey, which is actually pretty nice looking. There's one down at the airport too, pretty banged up. That's a pretty nice one. Tank truck there. Now there is a helipad on top of this building, and I think it's right there in that fenced area, but didn't spawn there. According to the mod office page, they spawn wherever military vehicles spawn. But the two guaranteed spawns are at the military base and another place. I do show the other place, but at the moment we're at the military base. Just trying to find it. Taking a look at where the back entrance goes and comes out at. Alright, I think it's supposed to spawn right there, because that's where the coordinates are, where it's listed on the mod page. But I think with the Healy mod installed, it kind of overrid it, but also because it was added second, so the Healy mod overrid it, and I had to find a new place to spawn, which it does. We will get to that. Couldn't resist. Have to take a look. See, yeah, it's freshly spawned. It's everything to 100%. I do have the sandbox setting checked that they do spawn at 100%. They spawn repaired. They're supposed to. The one at the airport isn't, which is weird. But yeah, that's the military base on the map fully. Pretty much the curve that leads up to the gun store or the surplus outlet, just go straight down. You'll hit it pretty much But we still need to find that helicopter. And I go up, I land on a helipad because I'm like, okay, maybe it just didn't spawn in. Definitely not there. I'm like, alright, let me land back down to enable the view so it's not all fog of war there. And my God, you become instantly panicked when you come here because there's so many zombies on the inside. And on my way out, I told you to remember the keep an eye. That wasn't there. Like I said, maybe I was too high. But there's an attack helicopter parked alongside the entrance road in the grass. So now I'm like, alright, definitely gotta jump in this, but I lower myself down and I'm like, okay, expect it. Zombies everywhere. Zombies, zombies, zombies. But my guy's hitting like a wet noodle because he is extremely panicked. And I don't have any beta blockers. Unfortunately. I forgot. I did have all the zombie stuff with me because I knew I was coming here. And I was like, there's a very high chance that if I get into the thick of it, if it was parked where I thought it was parked, I would probably get bit. So, oh my god, let me pop a zombie prevention pill. And it sounds weird. And some painkillers. Still dealing with the elbow smash window incident of my stupidity. Like I forgot I gotta get lower to actually activate to do stuff. It's nice that it has taken effect, and it actually does tell you when it wears off, which is actually really convenient. Like the mod author, bravo, dude. The smallest little details like that is what makes it. I do a lot of shuffling here because A, the pain, and 2, the panic. If I wasn't in pain and panic, yeah, I can drop down and just one tap everybody here and call it a day. But they're literally starting to swing at the helicopter because it's glitching out. Because I'm like right at the height where it's there, but it's not. And I can move people like a snowplow at the right height. If I'm at the right height, I can move people with the shadow like a snowplow. I thought that was pretty humorous. Like, I really hope. I don't know, it's because I'm in the air. If the pills don't take effect, like, I need to be lower, or what? But eventually, the pain does subside, and by this time it's nighttime. I waste a lot of fuel just hovering in this place. I'm like, alright, let me go over, take a look. How can I get in here? I'm like, oh, wait. We got some guests in the woods because I was flying up. I landed next to the other Huey. I was heavily considering just getting the M16 out and YOLO and hope for the best. But my guy cannot hit air. So, with a firearm. So that is, wouldn't have been my best option. I'd rather not just ring the dinner bell for all the zombies. But my guy's a little less panicked, so he actually has a little bit of his strength back, which is nice. And they actually set it up like an actual attack chopper with the pilot and the gunner. Very nice. But it's locked. Of course it's locked. And you don't have the option to smash the window. So, unless you're stupidly lucky and you find a zombie with it on its corpse, you're screwed. But I fly over trying to follow the coordinates, and I realize in the beta mode or unstable branch, you can right click the ground and it shows you the coordinates, the X and Y. So that's what I was doing, flying a little bit, get low to the ground so I can right click, see what the coordinates change, shuffle myself back and forth, back and forth. Just, I had the mod page open with the coordinates on my other monitor, just trying to see where it's at. Yes, I could try out the military checkpoint and stuff, but I just don't want to stir up that, and I haven't approached it. I don't know if it crashes on me like it did in my zombie free play mode, but I couldn't even get close to Louisville in that play. But anyway. And I'm like, what the heck is that? Yes, I hit the building. I have it turned off that you don't get take damage because it's a little janky, so I don't want to be flying and all of a sudden it just explodes because I hit a building that I didn't think I hit, but the game registers that me hit. So I have it turned off, and all it does is just beep at you. Like, there's sometimes I'm flying around the air, like I was flying around the airport. I literally was in the terminal with the chopper. I flew into it, it loaded in, I was in the terminal, and that took a little bit to get out. But tanker in the back of the prison. It's a little suspicious. But I'm like, there's no way they keep an attack helicopter at the prison. I'm like, alright, there's the tower. Maybe it's in the woods again like it was down at the military base. But no Hueys spawn here. So whatever its spawn is what it's going to be. Huey spawn in the military checkpoints, the military base, the secret military base, and the airport. I'm used to side shift down the road here, and boop, there it is. An attack helicopter sitting inside the fence at the prison. Gotta love Project Zomboid. I'm like, oh, hey, maybe that zombie right there is the pilot. That'd be something, eh? Actually get a key and not have to hotwire my helicopters? That'd be helpful. No key. Where am I going? Wait. Door's on the other side. And it's open. It's open. It's pretty much mine now because I can just hotwire it. But I'm inside. Nice little hotwire for types of ammo you can have. It just takes a few tries. It's cool that it shows the altitude, the heading, and your speed. A little janky, but it's pretty cool. And she is mine. And now I have an attack helicopter. But I'm faced with the dilemma. How do I get both home? I may need to leave this behind. I moved it, I ran it, it's hotwired, it should stay hotwired. I may need to leave this here and come back for it. But I want to take a look at there. Auto leveling, alright. The research panel is how you unlock faster speeds. You see why it needs it in a little bit. The different types of ammo. Zombie come up to say hello. Yeah, but it costs you research points, and the research points are obtained with killing with it. And apparently, the tank, the M1A1 tank, uses the same research points in the upgrade system. So I guess that's how it's easier to upgrade a helicopter. But right now, I just have the basic cannon. And I only have like high explosive and armor piercing rounds, so I can't even use them I gotta somehow find standard 30mm rounds, and we can't make them. And I have the ability to buy ammo out of like a claptrap looking thing turned off. It's a little much for me. Yes, there was helicopters, and I get it. Helicopters existed back in 1993, especially Hueys, and it looks like a very basic Apache. So it's fine. It's not that lore breaking. I think the most lore breaking vehicle I added was it's the Mustang, because it's a newer style. Yeah. But I'm like, let me go home. I have the Blazer sitting outside. It's there for a reason. For this reason, I was gonna take it to the airport. This is a better reason. Blazer for an attack helicopter? Yes, please. So, let us head down back to the prison. But judging by this thing has a red engine, it's probably gonna need a replacement. I don't think this is going to make it all the way. And I was 100% right. It made it to the gas station where the bulldozer is. Above Moldor. Or Mold. Yeah, Moldor. Yeah, Lord. Yeah, it's the other series. Pit of Doom. Okay, never mind. Melbro. Whatever it is. I don't know. Everybody says it different. So, we pick up this station wagon. It seems in pretty decent condition. It is missing a windshield and windows because I took them. I took them for, I think, the Mustang and something else. I took them out. But I brought a welding torch set and the sledgehammer. Sledgehammer is kind of like your axis for everything. It will break and destroy any tile, but it makes your guy extremely tired. I don't know why I wanted to move. I should have just left the truck and just drove. But for some reason, I'm like, let me park this, come back for it. But look at the engine. It is like, I think I checked before I picked up the recording, and the engine was at, I think, 3%. That wouldn't even have made it down the road. Just me high revving it would have killed the engine. But because high revving is impossible. You can put the cruise control at 30 and your guy holds like third gear. But here we are back at the prison. Station wagon's a little banged up, but yeah, it is what it is. Oh yeah, nice crisp rig there. That's nice. But let's see if we can find the fencing in order to, the towers on this prison are really weird looking. But, alright, so there's the helicopter, here's the fence. There is a guy coming up the lane there. Whoop. Yep. It's like a scientist of some type. Bash his head in with a sledgehammer. He has a medical coat, which is kind of odd. So, let us destroy and pick up my ride. I do take the welder's mask and welding torch with me because they're at gold. At least in this playthrough. And off we go. Thank you, station wagon. You will be remembered. And the sledgehammer. I'm gonna go away. I gotta go down low. And the sledgehammer will be my gunner. Controls are pretty much the same for the Huey and this. I thought they were different when I first launched it, but they're not. You get the tail rotor up and down and lean. The only difference is this is max speed and the fuel gauge is already moving. Yeah, this is going to be a long flight home. Very long flight home. And I might even need to stop for fuel. I know the Blazer was a full tank. I may need to stop there and drain the Blazer a little bit. Oh, look at those nice homes. God, this thing is so slow. So slow. But here we are. I did have to stop. I drained the Blazer. And I'm still below a half a tank. This thing is a pig on fuel. And it is so bloody slow. I can understand why they have, like, speed upgrades, turbine upgrades in the research panel. But we are home. We are back at the bunker. Love it. Now I got 2 helicopters. I just gotta figure out and find out how to get the guns working. Look at the control panel. Check out the mod page again. But that's it. I have a Huey and I have a very basic Apache helicopter that doesn't shoot right now. We got our battery bank doing very well. It's working okay. I'm actually producing more power than what I'm using, so that's a pretty good turn off finally. So yeah, the generator actually turns off during the day, which is very nice. My deep cycle batteries, and off we go. But we're gonna call it there. Catch you all in the next one. Later.